I think it's fine to make opinion pieces and dissertations and sort of back and forth on YouTube, because if people are advocating for this in the other direction, then why not have your favorite creator also disagree with? That's totally fine. I have a fucking life. I don't be thinking about these dudes. Like, I have a fucking life, dude. You know, I have content to make. I have a viewer base to give content to. I'm not thinking about these small time YouTubers out there 24/7. You people are weird. You people are so strange. I have a fucking life. You people are weird. You people are so strange. I think it's fine to make opinion pieces and dissertations and sort of back and forth on YouTube, because if people are advocating for this in the other direction, then why not have your favorite creator also disagree with? That's totally fine. I have a fucking life. I'm not thinking about these small time YouTubers out there 24/7. I have a fucking life, dude. I'm not thinking about these small time YouTubers out there 24/7. I have a fucking life. I have a fucking life. I have a fucking life. I have a fucking life.
Shut up, bitch!
All of this non-stop vaginal leaking from Renegade over one video response. First you made a response video to me last Thursday, then you made another follow-up video about me on Friday, and after that, you decided to make a third video about me on Saturday. You flooded the comments section of my last video and stalked my channel page like a scorned ex-girlfriend by bombarding my community posts with several walls of text and any variation in between, but you say I'm mad. I'll get into the video you did Thursday, don't worry. But first I want to say a few things about how bitch made you are. You look pathetic by stalking my Twitter, leaving 3 posts on Saturday morning, one of which included a video link, mocking my Instagram profile picture, but what's even more pathetic is you searched for me on Instagram and made a video laughing at the fact that my profile picture is a dog. Now I know you didn't know this, but my dog had passed away. But for context, this is why my profile picture is of a dog. But I know why you went to my Instagram. You were looking for pictures of me to make a video about. Like a typical cowardly bitch, you can't stay on topic or address my criticisms and have to resort to low-life tactics like stalking me to make some weak-ass personal attacks. Imagine being so much of a maggot, you go looking for pictures of people on other sites and make fun of a picture of a dead dog because my profile is private and you don't have access to my other photos. Typical weak cowardice. My issue is that you are simply a bleeding pair of pussy lips who clearly likes to dish it out but can't take it. You love talking shit and responding to people who never mention you, but you're out here crying about me inserting myself in one of your videos. You're a clown. The insane amount of comments you've been leaving proves it. You writing to me on Twitter proves it. You going to my Instagram proves it. And you making 3 videos on me proves it. You keep saying I'm hurt, but what does that make you then? Obviously, you have no arguments and you keep crawling to my channel like a battered housewife. Now obviously I saw the videos you made about me Thursday, Friday, and Saturday since I was tagged in them. Everything I say here will apply to all 3 videos. I'm not surprised Renegade Operative didn't respond to the whole video I made. This is what spineless clowns do. They respond to one thing and go, "See everybody, I was right." So I'm going to address the nonsense he said in his recent video. Unlike him, I'm going to address multiple points he made and not harp on 1 or 2 things. And don't worry, I'll address the part of you talking about Hard 8. Anyway, let's rip into this.
Alright, I'm here. Who are these people? People still making Dead Space remake response videos? Like, what the fuck? What is
At the time of this recording, your last Dead Space remake video before this one was 13 days ago, and so far, you've made 4 videos about people's takes on this remake. So I don't get the point of mentioning that when you've been taking part in making several response videos yourself. You're already starting off by being disingenuous and a bad actor.
Alright, let's respond to Mr. Revenant Remnant and see what he has to say about my video on Dead Space Remake, and I will give my commentary as to what I hear and what transpires, and let's go, because I really love debating, man. It's just fun hearing what these people say. It's just, we're still talking about this goddamn game, and people are not, they're worried about bathrooms and all that bullshit. Like, you guys are just some weirdos, man. But for real, you people are weird. You people are so strange.
Oh yeah, we're weird for pointing out obvious propaganda in video games. Right. I guess we should be like you, a dumbass simp who shuts off his brain and consumes whatever companies shit out into your feeding dish. You just love being disingenuous, don't you? And you shouldn't be talking about people being weird. We know how utterly insane you are.
But let's get into it. Yes, it fucking does. Yes, I'm singing and enjoying myself.
Shut up, bitch!
Ooh, he's angry. He's a little angry one today with his memes. Shut up, bitch. Okay. All right, Anger Monkey, what you got?
I want to start off by giving you all some context. My issue with Renegade Operative has to do with a few things he said in his recent Dead Space remake video. The video in question is titled, "Your criticism circulating around the Dead Space remake just really sucks forever, part 3.
Okay.
One issue was that he misquoted me and thought I wouldn't notice. Well, I noticed, and here we are.
Misquoted. What is he talking? I don't know who this dude is. What the hell? I don't know this dude.
You gotta love how he laughs and pretends he's watching this video for the first time. This guy is such a corny fucking clown. But yeah, I'm somehow mad, upset, furious. I must have lost sleep over this, etc, etc. Keep in mind, he's made several long videos about other people, all because they don't agree with the horse shit he spews. And everyone must be hurt but you, huh? But let's talk about you lurking on my channel, commenting on community posts that you are not tagged in, flooding my comments section, going on my Twitter and Instagram, all over one video response about a video game. You did all this feminine stalking over a video response to you. And you couldn't even address the actual points I made in the video. I was curious to see.
It's just funny. It's just funny how these weird and strange people involve themselves in video responses to other creators.
You find it weird to make responses to other creators? Is that not what you do? And you're calling people weird, yet you're out here defending all gender bathrooms. And you're out here looking at my posts on my channel, basically acting like a stalker. Pretty weird from a big shot like you.
It's just, it's like, is he your cheerleader or something? Like, is he your girlfriend? Like, what the hell is the deal there? Like, okay. Jumping on a grenade for another. I saw you in the comment section too. I knew that, of course, because this is what you do, right? You jump on there, you jump on the grenade for your girlfriend or for your boyfriend, and you want response videos and all that stuff. And I knew this was coming from you, so I had that notion. So when I
clearly went over the reasons for my video about you. I gave context, but I guess you're too retarded to understand what context is. What? You want me to be as disingenuous as you? I'm not you. I have no problem being honest and giving context.
So I had that notion. So when I told Reborn, hey look, and I told British Runner too, the videos were coming, the responses were coming. I don't know what you expected. I don't do this stuff in text. I don't like the back and forth too long in text. I like to speak occasionally. So this is why I made the video.
You told British Runner the responses are coming. Are you two a couple? Is he your girlfriend? Funny you two commented on my video around the same time. That's awfully convenient. Maybe British Runner was looking over your shoulder, reading comments with you while you were taking it in the ass from him. According to your logic, you two must be butt buddies. Renegade Operative's video is littered with counter-arguments that you may have seen used in other forms of media when met with criticism, which is really...
Okay, your criticism sucks though. That's the point of the video. Like, I'm not fucking walking around looking at a sign and determining if that merits the quality of the game being good or bad. Who does that? Who cares enough to do that outside of you weird grifting pundits? You're the only people that care about that stuff. And that's why I think it sucks. You're not talking about the story. You're not talking about the graphics. You're not talking about the voice acting. You're not talking about how the guns are different from the original or anything like that. You're doing these weird fucking, what do you call that shit? Culture war comparisons. And it was littered with that in the videos, which is why I laughed at him, because it's so funny to see you crying and complaining about something so minuscule. That's why I made those videos. I made those videos to make fun of people doing that, and obviously it got some traction because you're making this video right now, so that's what I was waiting for, to pad my algorithm, so to speak. So let's continue on.
No one is purposely looking for signs in the game. Those that stumbled upon them pointed it out. There are subliminal messages. Turn your brain on and really look around. It's all there. The subliminal messages do not mean the game is automatically bad. No one is saying this but you. Again, because you're either pretty dumb or a bad actor, you're saying this disingenuous shit to give your talking points validation. The culture war you speak of has to do with people getting tired of the propaganda. I get it. You are too stupid to understand this. Critical thinking is hard for you, and you can't process others' criticisms towards the shiny new thing, especially with that superiority complex you got going on. And you made videos crying about people saying mean things about the new EA game, saying the changes are minuscule, yet the developers felt the need to make them. If they're minuscule, why bother changing them at all? Almost like it's part of an agenda, huh, smart guy?
So let's continue on. I'm probably gonna listen to only like 10 minutes of this guy, because I know it's gonna be littered with the same regurgitated points over and over again, so let's do it. I'll give you 10 minutes.
Of course you won't play the whole video, because I tore through your long ass video. You know you can't refute everything I said, so of course you'll say something like, I'll give you 10 minutes of my time. These are cheap tactics that pussies do to paint a narrative to their audience. They purposely leave out large chunks of someone's video and focus on the one thing they can actually respond to. I'm sure the lame argument will be made that I'm somehow mad, hurt, or emotional, etc., etc.
You said you were pissed at me because I made a comment to another person, and I don't even pay attention to who you are. Like, someone sent me this video, so whatever radar you're on is not even on the level of what I'm looking for at all. Yes, you are Joe Blow to me. Yes, the reason why I'm making this video is because it's funny to laugh at this bullshit. Yes, the reason why you were even being mentioned in the first place is because someone tagged me in this and I saw it and I'm like, let's have some fun. You see? Otherwise, I wouldn't even be making this video. I'd be playing Dead Space right now on Twitch, which is what I should be doing.
When did I say I was pissed off about what you said? I never said that. My video was me addressing several things you said that I didn't agree with. You know, the several things you refused to respond to. And you even said in your last Dead Space video you welcome responses. So why are you acting surprised and bothered I made a response video to you? Lucky Strike, along with several other people, didn't make a video or post about you, but you responded to them. You say I'm a Joe Blow and I'm not on your radar, but made a 40-minute video responding to me, and you didn't even respond to the whole video because you got nothing. All you have is your feminine emotions and attachment to video game companies, which is why you made several short films defending Dead Space Remake and your corporate daddies. I'm a Joe Blow, but you're stalking my channel, leaving multiple comments and replies to my last video and my community posts, making additional videos on me, tagging me in them, writing to me on Twitter, and looking at my Instagram. This is something a Psycho X would do. You're clearly butthurt, and your reaction to my video proves it.
So let's continue.
And homonyms, yet people like Renegade will make several videos.
Dude, I seen your Twitter feed too. You insult people all the time. I know that you are a right-wing pundit. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen this shit. All I did was, as soon as I saw this video and the name, I went to Twitter and then I saw it. So, who are you to speak about ad hominems? Of course I insult people, my guy. That's my stick. And I love doing it. You use "shut up, bitch" in the beginning of the video. So, what is this hypocrisy going on right now? What is this dude talking about? He's got marbles for brains.
Well, it didn't take long for you to regain your memory. In the first video, you couldn't remember me at all. Then somehow, suddenly, it all came back to you. In your second video on me, you even showed that someone in your Discord posted one of my videos from a few months ago, the video about broken games. But in the first video, I'm a blur. And yes, I'm on the right. Got a problem with that, soy boy? Does that bother you, Cleveland Jr. sounding ass? You can say I'm mad all you want because you got nothing. You can keep doing that gay laugh and act like you're smarter than everyone else, but you're just a corporate slave bending over for companies. Butthurt that people will make videos on you like the hypocrite you are, while you're constantly talking about other people like a female. Those takes on the game. But I'm not mad at Renegade Operative. I simply disagree with some of his points.
Alright. Cool. People can disagree. I never said nobody couldn't disagree with the critique videos, but they definitely blew them out of proportion. See how people act in the comments? That is crazy to me. But it's what I expected. It's what I expected. So usually I might fire back with a shot when I get a disrespectful one. I might say like, "Fuck starter your mother" or something. I might say some shit like that. I'm a little chaotic firecracker, you know. It's just, we all talk shit online. You've been in a COD lobby, we all talk shit in there. It's no different with my videos. That's why people get so kind of anal and they victimize themselves whenever I make a response. It's just the nature of the game.
People victimize themselves. Like what you're doing? Going on about, "Oh, who is this guy talking about me? Like, I don't even know you. Why are you talking about me?" Don't act surprised when random people make response videos, and especially when you encourage it. If someone wants to make a response video to me, they can, and I won't act like I'm surprised the random person did what I endorsed. I'm not a scared little bitch who won't respond to the whole video. And once again, you make videos about other content creators as well. You are a hypocrite. I'm not here trying to fight anyone's battles. The people Renegade talk.
You're fighting a battle for another dude in the comment section who I talked to, and you were in there. This is too funny to me. Oh, my sides, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. These dudes are hilarious. Like, I saw him in Reborn's comments, and he was literally fighting another guy. He's going to bat for another person. That's wild to me that he's sort of saying he's not doing that.
False. Again, you're being disingenuous. My video addressed what you said about Reborn, Hard 8 Times, and Synthetic Man. It was not about one person. If you actually addressed my whole video, your viewers would see that for themselves. But you purposely left out the majority of my video to make yourself look good, which is pretty fucking pathetic. In regards to me being in the comments in Reborn's video, I see people do that all the time. People do it in my videos. You even did it in my video. You basically expressed your disappointment to Cassie Cage because of the comments she left on my video. You're trying real hard to act like you don't do the same things you're accusing me of doing. And what you said is bullshit because you went apeshit after you made this video. You inserted yourself in my comment section, replied to people who agree with my video, commented on my community posts. None of this made you look good. All it did was make you look emotional and soft. Clearly, you can't handle any form of criticism and don't know how to actually address the subject.
I'm gonna give you 10 minutes though, because I want to go back to Dead Space, and I don't want to waste too much time on this 32-minute video. You know, I've already made a response about the Nintendo $70 shit, so it's just like,
You should not be talking about length of people's videos. My video was shorter than the video I responded to, and it's shorter than the video I'm responding to now. Stop pretending you're stretched for time when we can see by your videos and amount of time you do stalking my online profiles that your time is worth nothing. You're a tryhard, acting like you're in way higher demand than you actually are. You'll probably pretend you don't have time to watch this video either, but we all know that's a fucking lie. Now, me and Renegade had occasional interactions in the past, all being good from what I remember. He may remember I had a shitty mic and loud background noise at the time. Aside from all this,
so is this some dude I used to have on the podcast? And now he has some ill will in the past and he didn't really talk about it. And now he's sort of talking about it. So it's just weird to me. People like this are usually just strange because if they did have any ill will, they never brought it up ever until the last minute.
No, there's no ill will. I can give a shit about your success or failure. I was giving context, like I said in the video. I remember all this because unlike you, I don't need to surround myself with thousands of internet friends and spend hours of the day on Discord. I don't do collaboration videos or podcasts 24/7, so it's not that hard for me to remember the ones I've done once or twice. And in the video, I said I didn't have a personal problem with you. However, when I see stupid shit that is nonsensical corporate slavery and promotes woke garbage, I'm going to address it, especially when the person saying it is encouraging responses.
So let's continue.
Seemed like an alright guy, though people can change over time. I haven't been subscribed to him in a few years due to no longer caring for his content. And
well, no longer caring for my content, but you're making a video about my content. Ay vey. This sounds like ex-girlfriend territory to me. Just I am not subscribed from you. I'm subscribed. I'm not. I'm gonna make a video. Like, what the hell is this?
Once again, I'm giving context. If I remember you in any way whatsoever and I'm responding to your video, I don't think it's fair to leave out context or pretend I've never had any interactions with you. Unlike you, I don't rotate between hundreds of people doing long podcasts that can't get 1,000 views. But remember, time is of the essence. I did some digging into my old messages and wanted to confirm and saw you asked me to join your Discord and be on your podcast. The conversation was respectful and friendly. Like I said in my video, I unsubbed because I lost interest. Being blunt, a lot of the content you put out just wasn't very good in my opinion, and I stopped watching. I chose to respectfully unsubscribe. You didn't say anything that bothered me. I took issue with a few things you said in your Dead Space remake video, primarily the woke corporate slave shit you spewed. And again, that was sent to me long after I unsubscribed due to disinterest. When I unsubbed before that, there were no issues. Simple as that. And you're taking this unsubscribing stuff personal when it's not that deep. You really think you mean so much to me? You don't. I saw your video, heard you say some dumb shit, and decided to respond. Relax, you're not that important. But if we use your logic, then anyone you respond to has hurt you. If you make videos about people, you are a hurt ex-girlfriend or wounded dog, a battered wife, whatever. And seeing how you've been acting lately, I guess your logic applies to you. The video of his was a response to some guy I never heard of and forgot his name.
How you forget his name? You were in his comment section. I saw you. He's just making up excuses now. Oh my god. You know Reborn? Because I don't think you would have made this video if it wasn't for him. But this is Reborn's video, right? That's my comment that I left. I'm talking about the whole thing with, you know, me, him, Lucky Strike, all that stuff, and the response. There's me, and there's Revenant Remnant. And now he's speaking in all of the comments from what I've noticed. So it can't be a coincidence that he's there. He's also in British Runner's comments as well. So I think what happened was he saw all this. He saw these comments and it compelled him to double his ill will and include himself in the situation.
You keep going on about ill will. What ill will? Again, that implies I care if your channel succeeds or fails. I made a response video and gave context in the beginning. You sound like you're bothered I made a response video to you and you're trying to hide your frustration behind laughter and jerking off to yourself. You left comments on my video. I don't take issue with that, nor do I take issue with you making a response video to me. I said you could, and you're free to do it anyway. You claim I'm inserting myself in all this, but you got several videos in the Dead Space remake controversy, responding to other people who didn't mention you. What's with you trying to act all innocent? Trying to make it seem like everyone is after you and you're some kind of victim.
Just because I'm in the video. It's supposed to be headed at British Runner, but my content is in the video. They see my name. So these people are weird. This. Let's continue.
Synthetic Man, Hardy Times, and Reborn 6H19. Another thing to point out is his video was originally 51 minutes long. Notice how he couldn't correct himself. He wasted time going on about how I'm lying about not knowing Reborn and went to the comments section of his video to point out I know Reborn, but when he resumed playing my video, I gave additional names such as Synthetic Man, Hard8, and Reborn. And all he could do was go, This guy can't admit when he's wrong. He has a deluded ego and it shows. But the sections of his video may be long due to the fact I didn't want everything to be fully out of context when responding. However, I will leave the link to his video in the description below if you want to watch the video in its entirety.
Yay! Free self-promotion for Daddy. Yeah.
So now that's out the way. Dude, you're so fucking cringe. Holy shit, you sound so lame. No wonder you surround yourself with thousands of people on the internet and make hour-long videos constantly. Remember, Renegade has no time to properly respond to my video, right?
I saw a guy talking about, oh man, they clearly didn't have to work with limitations in the past for... I wasn't talking about him when I mentioned this. I was talking about Hard8. This is Hard8 being mentioned. Not you see how fucking desperate these dudes are on the internet. They think they are so hard. They get like massive hard-ons when you're talking about someone else. Now, I didn't clarify this was Hard8 in the video, but you fucked up. This was not about you. This was about Hard8 talking about limitations of the original Dead Space and all that jazz. And I didn't want to address it because even though he's in the video, like I did some Frankensteining with this video and I put parts in that I did previously that I had sort of tiffs with, and then I did parts later on where I was calling people out by name. So the video's like multi-segmented for a reason, but I'm not referring to Revenant Remnant when talking about this video. So that's one big L for you right there, buddy.
In your first video, you did not say Hard8's name in the part that I assumed was about me, and you made no corrections in the video. You said your video was multi-segmented, as if we're all supposed to know that. Maybe clear things up and properly edit your videos before uploading them, Mr. Big Time YouTuber. However, everything else I said in my video I stand by 100%. The rest of the video you chose not to respond to? I doubt you will address the rest of that video because it will undoubtedly crush your narrative. You rather harp on one part of my video but ignore everything else I said. If this was the other way around, you would take issue with someone not addressing all your points. You can deny it, but you know it's true.
Oh man, he thought thought it was about him though. He think he important. That's funny as shit to me. I can't believe I was sent this. Cause now there's more context. Now there's more context to what's going on. So, you know, if I wanted to, I'd say most of the video is probably invalid anyway, because he messed up here major, dude. I'm so glad I got to see this. This is so funny to me. I'm having a field day.
I'm not important, yet you made a 40-minute video responding to 2 things I said while not responding to the rest of the video. You made a 14-minute video about me the next day, and before that video, you were writing several comments on my community post that you were not tagged in. After that 14-minute video, you went and made another video along with multiple comments on my last video, going after people who commented. But yeah, I'm definitely not important.
I don't care what you find attractive. I don't give a flying goddamn about what you find attractive in a video game, dude. That shit's fiction. It doesn't matter to me. I'm the one that's focusing on, is the video game good to the himbo over here? That's it. Like, many people said this. These culture war enthusiasts are weirdos. They don't focus on playing games. They focus on faces and bathrooms and all this other obsolete crap that doesn't apply to me because I'm different and I could give a flying damn about that stuff. You know, I care more for the intricate nature of the game, whereas I know personally that a remake changes stuff. They change faces. I talked about this so many times in those critique videos. I already said if people are going into remakes getting ready to start a war because either there's dialogue changes or there is face changes, then you might as well have that energy for every singular remake that you appreciate. Even RE1 remake, one of the greatest remakes of all time, not only changed the faces from the OG RE1 where the characters were portrayed in live action, not only did they do that, they made dialogue changes as well to enhance the script and make it better.
Alright simp, you focus on gameplay and whatnot, but you clearly don't care about any subliminal messages or drastic face changes, because comparing the Dead Space remake to the RE1 remake is not the same. You look at the faces for both Isaac and Nicole, you can see they are drastically different to the original. At least in the RE remakes, you can tell who the characters were, and they don't have propaganda shit smeared all over the walls or communist bullshit about the horrors of capitalism. It's not the same, and you know that. Not all of us want to shut off our brains. EA and other scumbag companies must really love you. Sheep like you will eat up anything they put out. You'll ignore all the obvious agendas because you just have to play a goddamn video game. No morals and no discipline. Just consume.
You aren't smart enough to understand that this comment wasn't about you and you decided to include yourself in the conversation because you're bored and lonely and you want some time from senpai. Like, man, what is this small fish doing here? Like, I'm just looking at this shit. I haven't even watched the whole thing and I don't plan to, and I've made like a complete mockery out of this in the first 5 minutes. It's unreal.
Your overblown soy boy ego is bleeding through so much in this video. But yes, I'm aware I'm a small fish compared to others on this platform. I have no problem being humble and acknowledge that in the grand scheme of things, my channel is small, but so is yours. You need to face that reality.
Like, you guys don't have conversations like that because you're so prefixed and pre-focused on how someone looks and who can be banged and who looks like the original appearance when faces have been altered since the dawn of time for remakes. So yeah, you're gonna have to come to grips and come to blows with the fact that this stuff does not affect me. And there you have it. There's my answer on the faces.
Another disingenuous talking point, saying dumb shit about people wanting to bang a fictional character. No one is saying that, and British Runner told me you were just joking about all that, yet you keep using it as a counter argument whenever characters' faces come up. But just because you like all the changes in the remake does not mean everyone else has to, and people addressing what you say about this is not necessarily a bad thing, especially when you try to make this about people wanting to bang a fictional character. It's a lame talking point and gaslighting. It's a bitch move.
I don't need to say your name, dude. And if I knew you from the past or whatever, if you on my podcast once, there's been a lot of people on my podcast. There's been people on my podcast that have been actually pretty awesome in terms of podcasting. Like, we talked to Nick Apostolides. I'm sure he's a bigger name than you are. We talked to the developer of Night Dive Studio. I'm sure he's a bigger name. We talked to Jolene, who is Ada Wong. I'm sure he's a bigger name. I got shit to do. I got appearances to keep up with in terms of people that actually have done a lot for either voice work or the gaming industry. And that's fun. That's fun than some guy who was in a group in the past and now he has sour grapes over a response that didn't even involve him. That was basically still about Hard 8, but like I said, I chopped the video up into confetti and I said, am I gonna mention Hard 8 here? No, I'm not gonna mention Hard 8 here. Am I gonna mention Hard 8 there? Yeah, I'm gonna mention Hard 8 there. You know, I just have a Frankenstein process with how I make videos. I don't know how you misinterpreted that so badly, but man, that was bad.
Well, no shit, those people are bigger names than me, but I guess you needed to stroke your ego a little more. And you keep going on about me being some disgruntled fan. That's all you got? You're acting like you're some major content creator when currently I'm behind you by 4,000 subs. And if we look at this great podcast and amazing ventures you got going on, we can see how big time Renegade is really doing. This is your ego talking. All these guests you have, but it doesn't seem to be paying off. You're talking all this smack like you're some big shot when you're not. You're not funny. You sound lame. Your content offers nothing. Maybe you should go back and do some dramatic reading.
In the time before Uzis and Berettas, before 9mm pop guns ruled the streets, it was a Thompson like the ones our fathers carried, and I recognized this rattle as its big man-stopping 45s punch blood and breath from my lungs.
You serious?
You keep insisting I'm a disgruntled fan when all I did was give context in case something was used against me to paint a false narrative. And even after that, you're still painting a false narrative. Why don't you get over it and address the rest of the video? EA Motive deliberately making Nicole look like all of the typical modern day females.
I just have a feeling that this guy, he doesn't talk to girls. If he has this preconceived notion already and this sort of malice to women, usually people do this or whatever, and they're just fucked up individuals entirely with no social skills of the sort. So this is once again the modern day culture war, worrying about realism way too much in a video game, where it's like they can't fathom the idea of someone not giving a shit.
Well, I'm gay, so I don't talk to women in that way. Nice try though. And even though I'm gay, I can still see how all this woke shit has a negative effect in media. But my point about females and faces are simple. Majority of Western studios purposely make female characters look unappealing. I gave evidence in my video, but you didn't show the whole video, so I'll show it here. Also, these companies don't want you to point out the obvious agendas, so you're the perfect consumer pig. This is a case of you being a modern day feminist. I get it.
You know why this topic has failed so much? I'll give an example. Bella Ramsey from The Last of Us show. Many people said, oh, Ellie looks terrible. She looks bad. That's not my Ellie. And then the show comes and she does a pretty good job at acting, embodying the character, doing the role, and doing her job. which is to embody the character, which is first and foremost important. The rest of you guys worried about, damn, this needs to be a supermodel, otherwise I'm not entranced into the situation. And
no one's saying they have to look like supermodels. People are saying that characters should look the part. Do you know how retarded you sound? Yes, the acting matters, but so does the accuracy with how the characters look. But of course you would be making excuses for the Last of Us show. I bet your goofy ass loved that Resident Evil show as well. I bet you defended all the asinine decisions made in it as well. What a beta cuck. All that white knighting and simping won't get you any pussy.
I you know, you got your little mob in the comment section or whatever. I don't really fuck with, look, people gotta understand, I don't really fuck with people like that online as much as I used to anymore. That is paramount. Like, if I don't fuck with someone, I'm not always around their shit 24/7. If it wasn't for being tipped off about these videos, and you in particular, I would not have known about it in the first place. I'm telling you the truth, man. Like, there's no lie being spat on this video. Even Reborn, I didn't know who the fuck Reborn was until I got a response from someone saying, hey, this guy is talking trash about you. I was like, oh, let me respond to it. There you have it. See, so someone is actively feeding me this information.
My viewers are not a mob. They are good people who I appreciate. I didn't call your viewers a mob. What? Are you bothered my viewers agreed with what I said? Is your ego hurt? Sounds like it, because you keep going on and on and on about me being a disgruntled fan when I'm not. We sporadically had interactions. I don't surround myself with thousands of people and dozens of Discord servers to feel special. Dude, you live on the internet. I get it. You keep trying to make it seem like I was waiting for the day to say something to you when that's not the case. You're clearly an egomaniac that simps for video game companies, making several long-ass videos going after people but are here playing the victim. But maybe this time you will respond to the whole video. I doubt it. You'll probably pretend you don't have the time while uploading several videos a week, most of them being hours long. But it's okay, Renegade. Just like you, I enjoy this little back and forth because it's easy. It was fun dismantling a soy boy corporate slut who thinks he's the smartest and funniest guy in the room, when in reality, he's just a lame beta bitch who wants attention. Which is why you keep making videos about people, hoping guys like Hard8 and Synthetic Man will acknowledge you. And it hurts you so much that bigger names don't give you the attention you desire. So you surround yourself in Discord servers and other internet echo chambers to feel important. But in the grand scheme of things, you're not as important as you think you are.